G'day people, this is Sharpino here, welcome you guys to week 8 of the PMC League Battles. This week we are taking on the Phoenix Incineroars. Here's a team review here, right here. If you haven't seen team prep, go ahead, check out the prior video. Let's look at the team he's going to bring for us this week. Okay, so let's just get our battle notes up, you know, because that's just, this is how we do it, this is how we do it, hey. Okay, so no Necrozma. Wow, that is interesting. No Necrozma from his side. So, we do see Volcanion, we see Diggersby, we see no Haxorus. Magnezone, Mincho, Whimsicott, Dodrio's there, not there either. And Kabutops and Wailord are not there. So that's his 16th. So I'm actually curious to see where he wants to go with this. Because looking at his team now, I mean, look, not that it's a bad thing. I mean, I actually like the fact that he doesn't have the Necrozma, because I've seen that thing do a lot of work against other teams. In saying that though, what I can do is I'll think that Magnezone might be a Magnapool to try and trap the Skarmory. So I'm going to see. I reckon he'll probably start things off with either the main Shayo. The only thing is if he goes for Pursuit, I want to start things off with Cresselia, and I want to see where he's going to leave with this. So best of luck to the Phoenix Incineroars. We did beat this team last time by 1-0 by a 5 blast min. So hopefully, like I said to my pal here before we start the match, that no hacks will be a major part of the battle. And I really wanted this to be a good battle, so let's just do this, people. Let's just do this. Sad that I did not see the Necrozma, because I did have a few setup mons I wanted to go ahead and use. Bounty, that is the Diggersby, if I recall from... No, that's Magnezone. Aha! Alright, so looking at this this Magnezone here, I'm going to go ahead and activate Substitute, just because I want to see what this Magnezone wants to do here. This Magnezone might want to swap out into something else, but at this point, I just want to scout to see what this Magnezone wants to do. Now, he could expect us to swap into Krookodile to do some sort of electric shenanigans. But if we can go ahead and set up this substitute here to get things started, it will be a great start to play with. The problem is, if he does go ahead and bring in the Skuntank, then we get absolutely bodied. That's actually one thing I did not take into account this week, is the fact that he does have the Skuntank. So all I can expect is if he does bring in the Skuntank, then we can go into the Krookodile. But at least we have the substitute to get things started off with. So I mean, it's a safety net. So if he tries to pursue us and we try to swap out, we do have the substitute there for us. So looking at this here, and I'm just trying to think what he should do here. Actually, see, that was a stupid mistake on my part. I probably should not have done that. He's going to go ahead and swap out here. He's going to go ahead and bring in. He's going to bring in Hazard. I'm guessing that's a Skuntank. Yeah, that's a Skuntank there. But at least we did get the substitute set up here. So in case he wants to try to pursue us, we can go ahead and just get this set up right here. So at this point, like I said, we really can't do anything to this Skuntank here. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. Who should be a good... If he's going to go for a dark type move, I mean, he could go for Pursuit, and I mean, that really would not matter at all. Considering he could be a special attacking Skuntank, I'm going to go ahead... Just trying to think though, like what, actually, you know what? Well, I mean, if he goes for Fire Blast, expect me to bring a Skarmory? No, why would he do that? Okay, this is basically just coming down to basically what does he want to do? Does he have the Fire Blast is the question. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into... He could go for Toxic, that's the other thing. Ugh. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and just swap it to Skarmory here, just to play it safe. I'm going to go ahead, go to Skarmory. I just wanted to see if he did want to go for Pursuit there, but we do go into Skarmory. I just wanted to see what he wanted to do here, as he goes for Crunch. Okay, so that actually works out for us there. He's going to take that Rocky Helmet damage, which is good for us, and he does have that Black Sludge there. So, now, just like I said, it comes down to whether he does have the Fire Blast or the Flamethrower, but I just wanted to see what he wanted to do here. So, at this point, I don't see him going for another Crunch. If anything, one of two things is going to happen. He's going to swap into Magnezone to try to lock in the Skarmory, or he's going to swap into something else. But I'm going to swap into the Snorlax, expecting him to swap. He's going to go ahead and swap out, like I said. He's probably going to bring in Bounty, the Magnezone. Perfect. So we made the right call then. We made the right call. So we're going to go ahead and swap out here. My fan's going off. God damn it. I always forget to take my phone off. As we bring in Snorlax. So that was actually a perfect turn for us. That actually was a perfect turn for us. It could not have gone any better because we kind of expected him to bring the Mag Zone. So now, I would say, expecting the Earthquake, he could do one of two things. He could swap into either the Whimsicott or the Mensheo. Either way, he's not taking Earthquake very well at all, because we do have a bit of attack investment on this. So who would want to take an Earthquake? That's the question. But doesn't he have access to Focus Blast? Let me just double check here. I don't think Mag Zone gets access to Focus Blast, I'm pretty sure. I just want to double check just to make sure there's no confusion or anything here, just to be safe. Let's see, does he get access to Focus Blast? Focus. Nope, does not get access to Focus. Okay, that's good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just go for the Body Slam, expecting him to swap out here, because like I said, he's going to go ahead with Draw, so that's perfect for us. He's going to bring in Bliss, which is the Whimsicott, which I'm going to guess. Yep, perfect. So this is what I'm saying. It's all about making sure we make the right predictions here. So we do go for the Body Slam here. We could have gone for the Ice Punch, but I just want to try to go ahead and get a little bit of extra damage here, and if we can get the hacks as well, that'd be even better. But now, this Whimsicott here can be an issue. This Whimsicott can do one of two things. It can go for Toxic, or it can go for Leech Seed. Basically, give or take the situation. So I'm going to go ahead. What do I want to do here? Does he want to go for Toxic or Leech Seed? Leech Seed would probably be the safest bet, because it hits everything on my team here. So I'm just trying to think what my options would be if I were to, because I mean, he has a lot of HP. We don't want to bring in Houndoom because he's got the Focus Sash. So really, just not a lot of good options. Let me just go ahead. This is the substitute bulk up set, but it's not going to probably do too well. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just go for a I'm going to go for an Ice Punch. Let's see how we go with an Ice Punch against this Whimsicott here. He is going to go for Leech Seed here, so we kind of expected him to do that. But we're going to go for this Ice Punch. Let's see how much damage an Ice Punch is going to do to a Whimsicott. So he's going to pick it like, whoa, what the hell? Super effective there, and we get Leftovers Recovery, and he's going to get that Leech Seed Recovery, which is going to bring himself pretty much a lot, like, very high back up again. Because, I mean, Snorlax does have a lot of HP, and Whimsicott has very little HP. So now I'm just trying to think, yeah, fucking look at that. Look at that. Look at that fucking HP. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, actually, I think I'm going to swap into the Tapu Koko. I mean, none of our moves are very effective, but we do have, just trying to remember, we do have him powered around. So, yeah, this Whimsicott's really going to be a big problem for us. That's actually one thing I didn't prep for. My only concern is the Focus Sash and the Houndoom. I'm trying to preserve it just so we can try to get some sort of shenanigans out there, but we need a clean swap in. So, I'm going to go ahead and just stay in. I'm going to go for a Body Slam again. See if we can try to get the Paralysis. If we can get the Paralysis, that'll be fantastic. The thing is, he's debating on whether it's in his best interest to go for an Leech Seed or go for Toxic or something, because, you know, it just seems a little obvious that I might swap out here just because he gets so much health back from the Body Slam. I just wish I had the Rock set up so I can try to do some Whirlwind work with Snorlax, because this is the whole point of me bringing in Snorlax, is the fact that we should go ahead and just Whirlwind Snorlax whenever he tries to set up on us, but he didn't bring the Cosmogs, so that really wasn't a big issue for us. He's going to go ahead and swap out here, and he does go ahead and bring in Code Red. That is the Volcanion. That's very interesting. So we're going to go ahead, go for the Body Slam here. And that's going to do quite a bit of damage, and we're going to see Leftovers Recovery here. Now I'm just curious to see what move he wants to go for, because he's going to get, like I said, Leech Seed Recovery. And he's going to get back, I would say, a decent amount of health. I would definitely say, oh my god, look at that! Look at all that health coming back. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake here. We are Assault Vested, so we should be able to take these hits pretty... Wait, no, I'm Leftovers. What am I talking about? God damn it. Wait, am I... Oh my god, I want to just have a look at my item right now. If I'm Assault Vested Whirlwind, I'm going to be just like, oh my god, why? You know? But he does get access to... Focus Blast here, so it is a bit of an issue if he does go for the Focus Blast. But, in saying that though, like I said, we're just trying to make sure that we can preserve, like I said, a couple of things. First, we can preserve Tapu Koko, because it outspeeds everything in his team. We can take on the, I would say Mensheo would probably be a little bit of a problematic Pokemon, because if he's Choice Scarf Mensheo, he outspeeds everything on my team and it would actually destroy us. But we do have Cresselia, which does check it, so we have to make sure that Cresselia sticks around for that Mensheo. because a lot of our Pokemon do have that, I would say, weakness or not neutral hit to that. So he's going to go ahead and go for Steam Eruption here, probably trying to go for the burn here. We are going to eat that up pretty well here. No burns, fantastic. We're going to go ahead. He does have the Shucker Berry. He has that Shucker Berry. God damn it, he has that Shucker Berry. So I'm going to do a little bit of damage there, which is unfortunate. But in saying that though, oh, so we are leftovers. I was going to say, like, I'm pretty sure we were leftovers. I was pretty sure that we were leftovers. So he's going to go ahead, get his health back there. A little unfortunate, this is how we're going to have to use Snorlax this week. But in saying that though, we could try to go ahead and try to go for some cheap shenanigan moves here. So I'm going to go ahead and go for another Earthquake here on... I'm pretty much letting Snorlax go at this point because Snorlax really can't do anything else to his team here. It does check the this thing here, but the only thing is if he swaps now into Whimsicott expecting to go for Earthquake again, then he made the best call, because then basically it would mean he gets more health in his Whimsicott for free, because Earthquake's going to do absolutely jack shit to Whimsicott here. So this is a good battle. So I mean, like I said, pretty much like how we started the last battle, where it's just a bit back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, just the good thing is though, if he does kill my Snorlax with it does give us a clean swap into Krookodile, and we can try to go ahead and go for a substitute on the Krook, which would actually be a pretty nice thing, because if he tries to swap into Whimsicott here, it does give us a free turn to knock off, and if his Whimsicott has no moves whatsoever, then that's perfect, and that means we got the optimal situation to try to set up bulk ups and all that, which is what I was planning to do with Necrozma, because I know Necrozma could be a bit of a setup mom, but it can still work for us. I mean, the only issue would be for us is that a lot of Pokemon in his team would outspeed. He does go for another Steam Eruption here. Does he get the kill on Snorlax here? He does not. And there's no burns, so we're going to go ahead and get a free Earthquake off here, which is absolutely phenomenal. Can we get the kill on Volcanion without that Shucker Berry? No. Unfortunately, but no. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves that nice recovery there, which is pretty good, if I do say so myself here. Leftovers going to come through. And yeah, at this point, Snorlax is pretty much just going to go down to this, pretty much go down. Wow, I thought, what the hell? I thought it had a lot of HP, unless I'm just mistaken. I thought that Volcanion has a lot of HP. I must be mistaken. Must be. You know, because I thought, yeah, I thought that, you know, Volcanion does this kind of thing. So, you know. But apparently he must have made his Pokemon where they have low HP to that. Recovery is pretty good in these Pokemon here. Now, like I said, if he does want to bring Whimsicott, that's fine. The only issue is, with my substitute players, if he decides to go ahead into Steam Eruption. Because then, in doing that, we reveal the fact that we are now set up in Krookodile and that we're not starved. Which I really don't want to do, but at the same time, if we do go to substitute, he swaps into Whimsicott, as he tries to preserve this Volcanion, then we are in the best position possible. So, probably should have gone for a Body Slam here, expecting the Whimsicott to come back in, just because he's going to go for Flame Charge. This guy over here. This guy over here. Wow. He goes for the Flame Charge. This guy is being very sneaky. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Tapu Koko here, because this guy is being too sneaky for my liking. I do not like that at all. I don't like that Flame Charge at all. But I mean, it's interesting. I like seeing that. So let me quickly just go ahead and update the moveset. So we've got Flame Charge. We've got Steam Eruption. Let's see. Mag Zone. Doesn't see anything. Whimsicott. We've seen Leech Seed. And Skuntank, we've seen Crunch. That's all we've seen so far. Alright, so what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to go ahead and go for... I'm pretty much going to go for Thunderbolt here. At this point, there's not really need for me to go for Hidden Power Ground at this point, so I'm just going to go straight up for the Thunderbolt. If he brings in Diggersby, that's fine. Actually, no, that's not fine at all. That's not fine at all, Chris. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? The only thing is that the Passion Berry that we have in Krookodile is going to be absolutely pointless, because now the Volcanion is dead, and was the main reason why we had the said Passion Berry on. But he could try to do some sort of loopy shenanigans. I probably should have gone for U-turn, but then I don't want him to keep this bloody thing around. That's the only thing I don't like about this, is I just don't want him to have too much, I would say, accessibility with this Volcanion, you know. So unfortunately he did score first blood on the Snorlax, but The Leak Seed combo with Whimsicott pretty much is a good check for Snorlax in any situation. The only thing that really disappointed me is the fact that he had the Shucker Berry on that Volcanion. But in saying that though, him getting that Flame Charge off, he has speeds? What? Wait a second. Wait the fuck up. Hold on a second. Let me just check one thing here. Oh wait, we're not maximum speed. Oh no, we're not maximum. Oh no. He took a gamble on us. We're not maximum speed. Fuck! That really sucks right there. That really sucks right there. He took a gamble. He managed to speed creep on my thing here. Wow. We just threw away Tapu Koko for absolutely nothing. And we're going to go ahead and get the Earthquake kill on this Code Red here. We should have done this first. Why? We threw Tapu Koko away for nothing. God damn it. God fucking damn it. He had speed investment on that fucking thing. Very annoying, but our Patch Berry, we did make use of it in killing this Volcanion, so you know what? It worked out for us. Fuck though! I'm so annoyed right now! Why? Why? If only I brought in Houndoom to take that. Alright, so he might think we're now Choice Scarfed, which is going to be interesting because now he's just trying to think what would be the best mon for this situation here. Because if he thinks we're Scarf Moxie, he has nothing for it, so at least we were able to make good use of it. So do a mark off on that one there. So if he thinks that we're Scarfed, which I really hope he does. Just because now it's going to be a little bit about it, you know. I'm saying, hey, you're not the only one that can use weakness producing berries. I'll use Passion Berry on my Krook for your damn fucking Volk, you bitch. But Tapu Koko, why? I don't understand how +1 speed Volcanion's maximum speed. Let's see maximum speed on Volcanion. Like Volcanion doesn't have a lot of base speed, which is, like I said, very surprising to see our speed, unless I'm missing something. Yeah, it's base 70, so like 134. I have to look at my moves afterwards. Mancheo. So here we go. So this is the Mancheo that I was talking about. Now, he might try to go for some moves. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in our Skarmory. Because he might be Scarfed as well. If he's got a Scarfed, like I said, if he has that Scarfed Mancheo, then we could be in a bit of a problem. He's going to go ahead and go for U-turn here. So I've got a feeling he's Scarfed. I've got a feeling he's Scarfed. Based off that move right there, I'm going to play it as if this thing is Scarfed. Now, while we have Cresselia around, that's fine. Even though he's got U-turn, that's fine. Psyshock should be able to kill Mancheo with no issues. Bounty. Okay, this is where we're going to get fucked over now. So, let's see if we can go to swap out. Let's see, can we swap into Krook? Can we swap into Krook? Nope, that is Magna-Pull. For the second week in a row, we get suckered into a Magna-Pull fucking Magna Zone. Fuck. I'm going to go for Stealth Rock. We're probably going to get killed here with the Magic Code. What does Magic Code do again? I really hate this Mag Zone right now because I cannot touch it. I cannot touch it. At least that's gone. That's what is this moveset though? I'm gonna go ahead and just go for a Roost, except if he's trying to go for predicted to go for Magic Code again. Yep, fuck you. I'm gonna fall for that shit again. So there's Mag Zone, Substitute, and Magic Code. this piece of shit is going to play this game on me. Really. Well, no, it's not a piece of shit. He's not a piece of shit. It's a very good strategy, but unfortunately, we can't do anything while this thing is here. The good news is we've boosted ourselves back to full health, so we can try to go ahead. The thing is, if he tries to go for Magic Coat now, he's going to just keep going for Magic Coat until he gets back to full health, which is going to be absolutely crap. So I'm going to go for another default, just trim. He gets Magic Coat again. So he's going to sit here and just keep going for Magic Coat. How much PP does Magic Coat have? I just want to go ahead and see. Let's see, Pokemon Magic Coat. Yeah, that's fine. You can keep doing that. That's fine. So it's got, let's see, Magic Coat has 15 PP, max 24. Fuck, he's going to PP stall the shit out of us. So we really cannot set hazards. Really cannot set hazards. More like he's, like I say, he's going to keep doing this until he gets back to full health. Now he goes for Thunderbolt. He should have gone for Soft Rocks. Fuck! Brings us to 30, and now we're dead. And now we're dead. And we get paralyzed! And we get paralyzed above all things here. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is such... No. This is just... No. I'm going to try to go ahead and go for a Roost here. If he tries to Magic Coat me again, you can go right ahead, but... This fucking Mag Zone, people. This Mag Zone. And we get paralyzed. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. God damn it. I'm going to keep going for Roost here. There's no point. He's probably going to go Thunderbolt. Yep. It's probably... This fucking Magnezone! Oh! Why? Why? Ah! So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Krook now because we need to break the substitute and pronto. The thing is, his last move could be probably Flash Cannon, but now that we don't have the Stealth Rocks up, that's pretty good. We can try to break the substitute here. If he has enough speed investment where he outspeeds us, that can be a bit of a problem, but I don't know, man. It's just... This strategy, people, this fucking strategy of his, it actually worked. Like I said, Jonah's a pretty good battler, and I don't want to get fucking 5-0 or 6-0 again. I'm not here to deal with that shit. Not today. Like, fuck off. So we're going to go ahead and go for an Earthquake here. Let's see, is he going to go for another substitute here? He's going to go for... If he doesn't have a move that can touch Krook, which I doubt he would prepare for, he's going to go ahead and go for that move, whether it's Flash Cannon or something. Toxic. And he misses the Toxic. Whoa. That's very nice. That's very nice. Now we can do one of two things here. We can predict him to swap. We can predict him to swap, or we can go for a Bulker. One of the two. Either way, I think he's going to probably bring in the Whimsicott. Because, I mean, he wouldn't let this in to die. There's just no way why he would leave it to die. So I'm going to go ahead. He could just let this in go as well. Because, like, there's nothing on that team that really... He has Toxic, though. That's probably here for the crest. I'm going to go for a... I'm going to go for a knockoff. I'm expecting him to swap here. He's going to swap. Yes! That's exactly... Bliss is going to come in, which is this Whimsicott here. So we made the right call going for the knockoff here. Thank God. Thank God. So we're going to get the knockoff off. We're going to go ahead and just get those leftovers off, which is absolutely phenomenal here. Now I actually want to keep this Krook around here. Unfortunately, we're going to probably have to burn the Focus Sash on this thing here, which is unfortunate, but I'm just... I want to keep it for the Mensheo. You know what, doesn't matter, we've got the crest for the Mensheo. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into Houndoom here, expecting him to go for either a Grass type move or a Leech Seed. One of the two. If he goes for it, that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Houndoom. He's going to go ahead and go for Leech Seed. It doesn't affect me. What? Oh, Taunt doesn't work on Dark types! Oh! Ah! Wow! Oh wait, but then that would have worked. Oh, well, damn. Damn. Okay, Houndoom now has some more validity. Taunt doesn't affect Dark types in Gen 7. I just remembered that. So that would have mean Leech Seed would not have worked on Krookodile either. Wow. Oh, and that's... Oh, but then Toxic missing was just by pure, by pure missing, Hazard's going to come in, which is the, this thing over here. we're going to go ahead and go for a flamethrower. Let's see how much this flamethrower does to this this gun tank, because I'm guessing this is going to be the Assault Fest and one. And we're going to see the Black Sludge Recovery. So, we are still Focus Sash here, so I'm going to go ahead and go for another flamethrower here. We do have the Focus Sash intact though, which is awesome. I don't think this thing could really do anything to my Houndoom. I don't think he can, unless he gets hit access to a ground. Oh wait, does he have access to hidden power? To Earth power? Sorry, Earth power. But yeah, Houndoom. No taunts for this guy right here. Let's go. Wow, I was like, wait, what? Oh, taunt doesn't work. Was it? Pranks doesn't work on dark types. YOLO. So this is actually very interesting now. This is very interesting because now if he wants to swap out again, we still have the Focus Sash intact. We still have that Focus Sash, which is going to work out for us. Because now his team really can't touch Houndoom, except the Mensheo. But then I would have to test the waters to see if there is in fact a Choice Scarf. That's the only thing. Man, the freaking Houndoom, yo. Unless he's forgotten the leech doesn't work on it, which is why he had to swap out there. But I'm actually curious to see what he has left to do here. Because I mean, look at his team. All he has left is the Whimsicott and the all these other mons here. But really, the only thing he could do is to bring his Diggersby that could really answer to this. So we're going to go ahead and go for a flamethrower here. Let's see how much damage it does. Can we get the kill on this hazard here? No, we're not going to get killed, but we're going to see Poison Jab actually. So he is unfortunately going to break our Sash here, but that's going to do quite a bit of damage actually. Here. And like I said, we should be able to go ahead and kill this thing off with the flamethrower. I just need to double check something. Diggersby's base speed is 78, and we are max special attack. Let me check Houndoom. I think Houndoom is base. It's basically going to be higher than Diggersby, which I mean, if it is, it's great. Let me just double check here. 95. So yeah, we should outspeed Diggersby with no issue. So really, we're in a pretty good position right here. The only thing is if he's going to go ahead, like I said, bring in that Choice Scarfing Mensheo, which again, I'm assuming it's a Choice Scarf. But he could go for like U-turn just to try to play around a bit here. But people, I'm telling you right now, I am loving the fact that we are here right now. The only thing is, like I said, we can now set up, if we can give it this gun tank here, we can go ahead and set up with Crest for days. And that'll be fantastic because then, as long as we have substitute up, Magnezone cannot touch us. And then Krookodile could probably bring it back for us. Which would be amazing if you can do that. But I mean, I'm pretty sure we do outspeed Crest. That's definite. We do outspeed the Magnezone. Because I'm guessing he brought that in just to kind of, we're going to go ahead and go for a flamethrower here. Is it going to get the kill on this gun tank here? I'm pretty sure it will. It does. Fantastic. Alright, so the Crest setup is now available. Now, the only thing is, like I said, two things. One, the Diggersby. Two is going to be that Mensheo. Choice Scarf Mensheo is going to be a bitch to deal with. And I don't want to give up anything at this point here, but at this point, Krook is not going to really do much else on this the team here because while it does outspeed the Magnezone, it just gets absolutely bodied by everything else on the team. So I'm just trying to Krookodile can do a bit of work. It can do a bit of work, don't get me wrong, it can. But Houndoom and Krookodile at this point are hopefully, and I use the keywords, hopefully bring it home for us. So we'll just see how things go here. I mean, we didn't use Krookodile originally how we were going to plan it, but that Passion Berry that we had put on it came into play. And our Tapu Koko, we just got swept by a +1 speed. I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. I don't know how much speed investment he had on that Volcanion for that to work, but apparently he did. And we pretty much just gave away Tapu Koko for nothing. So I'm pretty pissed off about that. If we lose the battle because we did that, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. As, pissed, But now he's debating whether he's going to bring in the Mensheo or the Diggersby. Because I think of those two, I would say Mensheo probably would come in at this point because Mensheo does outspeed. The only thing is he risks getting hit with either the Hydro Kick. He's going to go ahead and bring in the Mensheo. Like I said, Konnichiwa. So, I'm going to go ahead and sack off Krookodile here. More like he's just going to go for a U-turn just to try to see, what he can do with us. So I'm going to go ahead, bring in the Krook, as we're going to probably go ahead and see him go for that U-turn. Unfortunately, it does mean the end of Krookodile. Unfortunate, but we have to do it like this because, like I said, I'm pretty sure that U-turn probably would have got the kill on Houndoom. So at least, if we can have the Crest set up before that Mensheo comes in, excuse me, then we'll be good. So now he's probably debating what he's going to bring in. He's going to bring in the Magnezone, he's going to bring in the Whimsicott. If he brings in Whimsicott, I'm going to go back into Houndoom. If he brings in anything else but Whimsicott, I'll go for Cresselia. Because Cresselia will probably have to be my most definite answer to this. Because now he knows that I've got a substitute on my crest. He's going to bring in Driller. That is the Diggersby. That is the Diggersby dough. Alright. Alright. Now the question becomes, is it Scarfed? That's the only question I have, is it Scarfed? Does Diggersby get access to Dark-type moves? I actually want to go ahead and just check this for a second. Diggersby. Does Diggersby get access to any Dark-type moves? If he does, let's see, Dark. Does he get access to any Dark-type moves? Egg Thief, Brutal Swing, Payback. He does get access to some Dark-type moves, but not a great deal of it. So, to scout if it's Scarfed, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Houndoom here. There probably will be a misplay on my part here by doing this, but I'm going to go ahead and just go for the Destiny Bond here. If he wants to kill me, that's fine. He has Quick Attack. That should not kill. It does. Well, would you look at that? It does. And that's Life Orbs. So that was a bit of a misplay. Probably should have brought in the crest. So now we're going to really see what this Diggersby can do to us. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a Moonlight because I want to see what this Diggersby wants to do to us here. He might expect us to go for Substitute, but he might go for a setup move as well. He's going to go for Swords Dance. No, no, no. It's the same thing as last match. No. I went for Moonlight expecting him to go for a move, and now I'm going to get fucked over. Fuck. We should have gone for Side Shock. We should have gone for Side Shock. We should have gone for Side Shock. Fuck. We're going to get fucked in the a-hole. We're going to get absolutely mollywopped as he goes for another Swords Dance. He's got no fear. He's going to go for +4. He's going to try to take us one fell Frustration or one fell Script. So we're going to go ahead and go for Side Shock here. I really should have gone for this move first. That's not going to do near as much. Yeah, I think we pretty much lost this match. We pretty much lost this match here. With Frustration. Let's see this absolutely destroy this Cresselia. Yep, there we go. So unfortunately, we do lose this battle 4-0 against this team here. Very unfortunate, but we made some good plays, but we had some bad plays as well. The Diggersby was just going to pretty much be the clean shot for this battle over here. So, good game to Jonah. He got his revenge. He killed me 4-0, so I mean, that's good justice for him. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoy, make sure you hit the like button down below because as always, your support is greatly appreciated. And next week, stay tuned for the Wi-Fi battle where we take on the Seattle Speagles again. So, until the next time I see you guys, stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later!